now we have our next subtopic, 13.2 after 13.1, which is homeostasis. So you can see here homeostasis, we have regulation, correct? So regulation is including regulation of water. Okay, so urinary system is a very important, okay, in controlling the water, the amount of water, or we call osmotic pressure in our body. Okay, so if you look here, the urinary system is made out of kidney, urethra, bladder, and urethra. Okay, the position of them are all here. Okay, kidney, okay, we have urethra and then urethra. Okay, the bladder is here. Okay, so then if we see the function of the urinary system is to secrete, okay, to remove the nitrogenous wastes in a urea, okay, such as urea, so that the volume of body fluid and osmotic pressure will be at a balance, okay, as a balance. So since these nitrogenous base are all dissolved in water, okay, or in the blood, so we have two main blood vessel, okay, two main blood vessel. We call it the renal artery and renal vein. So if you can see here, renal vein is the one that carry out, okay, the water, it will bring out all the blood after filter, okay, and then renal artery will be the one that bring in the bloods into the kidney to be filtered. Okay, so then you see the renal words. So the renal means kidney lah. Okay, when you see renal tubule, okay, it refer to all the tubes involved in the renal to the kidney. So which is these two lah. Okay, renal artery and renal urethra, and then later inside here, okay, inside this kidney, okay, where we cut across, okay, we have a lot of renal tubules, okay, with another names. Okay, so let's see here. You see here this biological lens. Okay, you have to extra knowledge here. Right kidney is always lower than the left kidney. Why? Because the liver, okay, the liver take up the space. So if you see here, this is the liver over here from sideway, okay, from sideway. So kidney is over here. So if this is from the right, okay, this right kidney will be lower, okay, but this one is side view, so we cannot see the position high or low. Okay, later if we see on the next slide or the next coming slide, I will show you how it is lower. Here it is lower here in this picture. So your liver will be like this. Okay, okay, on top. Okay, it's on top. Wait, like this. Okay, liver is triangular shape. Okay, triangular shape. So this is why the liver is in front. Okay, in front, the kidney is at the back. Okay, so if you see this picture down here, the pictures, it shows that from the back, okay, that backbone, it shows that the kidney is at the back. So in front here is your stomach, gallbladder. So this is the real position inside the body system. Okay, so next one we see. All right, the kidney will consist the structure and the function of kidney. The kidney consists of cortex and medulla. The urine is formed in the kidney, follow into the pelvis. Okay, the main two function of the kidney is to excretion and osmoregulation. So if you see here, back to this thing, so we have our kidney cross section. Okay, it's made up of pelvis and then medulla and then cortex. So the two region is cortex and medulla. So pelvis is the place, if you can see, this is the place where pelvic, where it join to the, this is what, urethra. Okay, it will join to the urethra. That means pelvis will collect all the urines and then join to the urethra. Okay, we will show the more detailed pictures, okay, after this. Okay, just to know there are two parts. Okay, one is called this cortex, another one is medulla. Okay, and then from these two parts, the urine, after it's formed, it will flow inside the pelvis. The pelvic join to the urethra. Okay, and the two main function is excretion, osmoregulation. Okay, the kidney will excrete toxic waste also. Okay, This is not also like it's already know. Okay, toxic waste. Okay, when after that the water balance will be in control. Okay, that means the total volume of water will be in normal, concentration of ion also normal, osmotic pressure also will be normal. And then since you have do some adjustment on the uric acid here, okay, then the pH also will get back to normal. Okay, so we see one short videos on the
nephron structure and functions.
Nephron
Objective: to understand the structure of a nephron in detail. The excretory system in human beings consists of a pair of
okay, you can see it return to the back. Okay, return to the back. So you have your kidney too here, bean size, okay, the size of your fist, your fist. When you close your fingers, okay, that's the fist. Okay, then you have two blood vessels here. Okay, one red, one blue. Okay, the red one will carry blood inside to the kidney, and then the blue one will carry it out. And then down here you have this what we call this one is what, this part is ureter. Okay, so the pelvis will collect all the urine, and then it will enter the ureter, and ureter will connect to the bladder. Okay,
kidneys. A magnified view of the longitudinal section of kidney shows.
When you cut across, yeah, see, cortex, medulla, can see or not? Cortex outside, and then medulla, and then here is the pelvis. Pelvis joined to the ureter. Okay,
Two prominent regions, a cortex and a medulla. As we zoom into the cortex region, it shows the
okay, can we zoom? Okay, you zoom, you can see the blood vessel, red and blue. Okay, and then we have inside the kidney billions, millions of billions of nephrons.
presence of numerous nephrons. Each nephron has
This is the world inside the kidney. Okay, inside the kidney you have the nephrons. Okay, and then if you see, it's like all jumbled up. Okay, it's all tangled up. Actually it's no. Okay, if you see, focus on one. Okay, focus on one, you will start with where's the one? What I can see is the and then going down, and then like that, then go down. So this is considered one. I think here is starting. Okay, like that is one. Okay, so if you can see the shape all got one like this, then gone like this is called loop or handy lah. Okay, they all there. Okay, then you have blood vessel all over the place. Okay, blue and red. So the one that is in what we call this, oranges, okay, or brown, these are called the renal tubule. Okay, these are all renal tubule all together. Okay, and then you have millions of nephrons, and then red and blue will be the blood vessel. I hope you are clear on this, okay. If you're clear on this, it's easy for you to learn the filtration process.
a Bowman's capsule, a proximal convoluted tubule, a loop of Henle.
Just now I say, yeah, Bowman capsule. Okay, Bowman capsule is over here. Okay, of course your textbook will draw differently, then PCT, proximal, and then loop of Henle, convoluted, and then collecting duct. Okay, watch first. After this we have the name. Okay,
A distal convoluted tubule that leads to a collecting duct. Nephrons are convoluted in the cortex region and straighten out as loops in the medulla region.
understand? Okay, that means this part is on the cortex region. Cortex, just now the kidney, got outside, this is cortex, and then this one is the medulla region. Okay, of course all of them medulla down there. Okay, later we see back the kidney, then you can imagine a bit. Okay, let's see the function.
Each nephron has a Bowman's capsule, which is a cup-shaped structure.
A cup-shaped structure. Okay, a cup. That means this is a cup or a bowl lah. Okay, sometimes I will say a bowl or cup. It doesn't look like, but it's really a a space. Okay, so in this space you have a lot of blood capillary. You can see the red one and the blue one. Okay, and this is called blood capillary, and inside the capsule the blood capillary have different name. It's called glomerulus. Okay, so this glomerulus in the Bowman capsule, it will actually undergo a very important process, very famous one, ultrafiltration. Remember this name, ultrafiltration. So this ultrafiltration is the one that makes sure, okay, or force, kena paksa, force everything out from the blood except the blood cells. That means what is in the blood, we have learned in the blood component, you have water, you have iron, minerals, and then blood, red blood cell, white blood cell. All those things, it will be diffused out, forced out from the wall of the capillary, except the blood cell. Okay, except the blood cell.
It has a layer made of squamous epithelial cells. In the cavity of the Bowman's capsule, there is a bundle of capillaries known as the glomerulus. The blood vessel entering the Bowman's capsule is known as the afferent arteriole and is
okay, afferent arteriole. What is afferent arteriole? Afferent means entering, okay, artery. Okay, that means this is the blood vessel that carry in the blood. Okay, so what is it want to say? That means this is afferent, this is efferent, just like the nerve. Okay, nerve will have afferent neuron and an efferent neuron. Okay, so afferent is the one that enter. We start from A. Okay, this is how I memorize lah. Okay, like we see.
thicker than the blood vessel exiting the capsule, which is thinner and is known as the efferent arteriole.
Do you hear that? Okay, one is thicker, one is thinner. So this one thicker, this one is thinner. So very thick. Thicker means higher bigger in diameter, smaller in diameter. So high diameter go to small diameter, it will create a high pressure. Okay, bigger diameter to smaller diameter, so it will have high pressure. This is called ultrafiltration.
The Bowman's capsule and the glomerulus together form the Malpighian body. This capsule extends into the proximal convoluted tubule, PCT, on the inner side. This tubule is lined by a brush-bordered epithelium with numerous microvilli.
This one is too detailed. Okay?
This PCT leads into the loop of Henle, which lies in the medulla region. It is...
You can see all the tube here. Okay, all the tube. Okay, they are actually surrounded by this blood capillary. Okay, this is why, okay, along the way, of course very fast, happen very fast. Along the way, whatever substances that is needed, it will be reabsorbed, because we use reabsorb, absorb back to the blood. This one is needed. Those that left in the tube will be removed. Okay, that means it will become your urine. So whatever needed here, it will be removed out. Okay, it's different from the filter water. Okay, filtration water system in your house. Your house, it filter out the one that you do not need. Okay, but it will give you the clean water for you. Okay, but this one is different. When we say filter here, the one stay inside the tube is the one that you do not need. Okay, it will not go into your body. Okay, it will remove as urine. Okay, remember all the tube is covered or surrounded by the capillaries.
U-shaped and has a descending limb and an ascending limb.
This one descending, ascending, no need. Just look at
this further leads into the distal convoluted tubule, which is again seen in the cortex region, and it finally joins the collecting duct. As blood flows through the glomerulus, water, salts, and waste diffuse.
You see now? Water, salt, and waste all will diffuse inside the capsule as a filtrate. Okay, in your book, they will use the word filtrate. Okay, glomerular filtrate. Okay, don't worry about the name. I will show you the name later on. Okay, just remember this animation. Okay,
into the Bowman's capsule.
Go out.
This liquid then passes into the PCT.
Inside, flow in the PCT
and the loop of Henle, where water and important salts are absorbed back into the blood vessel.
Sodium. We will also learn that. See the absorption back to the blood. these are all the blood, the purple, blue, all blood.
Only the waste material like urea and some water molecules proceed into the DCT, where more water may get absorbed into the interstitial fluid. This liquid formed is the urine, which is released into the collecting duct.
Okay, collecting duct.
This finally trickles through the kidney into the ureter,
Collecting duct will
which
join to
helps the
urethra.
passage of urine into the urinary bladder.
Okay.
After a while, the urine can be excreted from the bladder. To summarize, the excretory system in human beings consists of a pair of kidneys. The longitudinal section of kidney shows two prominent regions, a cortex and a medulla. Inside the kidney, we observe numerous nephrons. Each nephron has a Bowman's capsule, a proximal convoluted tubule, a loop of Henle, a distal convoluted tubule that leads to a collecting duct. In the cavity of the Bowman's capsule, there is a bundle of capillaries known as the glomerulus. As blood flows through the glomerulus, water, salts, and waste diffuse into the Bowman's capsule. This liquid then passes into the PCT
Proximal.
and the loop of Henle,
Loop of Henle.
where water and important salts are absorbed back into the blood
We
vessel.
use the word reabsorption.
Only the waste material like urea and some water molecules proceed into the DCT, where more water may get absorbed into the interstitial fluid. The liquid remaining in the DCT is the urine, which is finally released into the collecting duct.
Okay, so this is how the nephron look like. Okay, this is how the nephron will be seen. Okay, in your kidney. Okay, your kidney. If you see here, they zoom here, you get this. Okay, this is what I said just now. Cortex. Cortex mainly contain your Bowman capsule, convoluted tubule, and then proximal tubule. Then the collecting duct and then the loop of Henle, both are in the medulla. Okay, convoluted duct and loop of Henle is, that means collecting duct is starting from cortex and then go down. Cortex and then go down into the what we call this, ureter. Okay, ureter. Here is, you can see this part is going down to ureter. It's more detailed lah, but actually this one collecting duct, two collecting duct is entering the, actually got more. Okay, these are little one is also another one. Okay, this little hole here. Okay, every little holes is one collecting duct. That means a few collecting duct will go inside the renal papilla. Actually, you no need to know this, but you can say a few collecting duct will enter to the will join up, and then join up, then they enter the ureter. Okay, they will enter the ureter. So this is all to show the nephron, the title nephron. So to show the nephron. So this is also nephron. Okay, just to show medulla, cortex. So very easy lah. This part is the renal cortex. So outside here lah, if you see this one, this C shape is the renal cortex. Inside here is the medulla. Okay. Okay. Next one. Yeah, these are the formation of urine. So formation of urine basically will involve three major process. Okay. So first, ultrafiltration, as I said, reabsorption, and then secretion. Secretion I haven't mentioned. So later we see what it is. Okay, ultrafiltration, reabsorption, and secretion. So firstly, we see nephron. What is nephron? The kidney are made out of millions of functional nephron. Nephron is the filter. Okay, each nephron will have Bowman capsule. Glomerulus is a blood vessel, and then renal tubule. Renal tubule I have a few, right? Okay, PCT, convoluted tubule, proximal convoluted tubule, and then you have loop of Henle. Okay, three major part lah. Renal tubule is consists all the tubes. Okay, then we have Bowman capsule. What it is a cup shape. Okay, contain a cluster of blood capillary. Okay, cup shape contain a cluster of blood capillary. So blood capillary is the glomerulus. Okay, so glomerulus is formed from the afferent arterial branch into from the renal artery. So renal artery is the big big artery, and then when they enter the kidney, it will branch into two arteries. One is afferent arterioles, okay, another one is efferent arterioles, okay. Then the renal tubule will compose of proximal convoluted tubule, loop of Henle, and distal convoluted, okay. And then what is loop of Henle? Loop of Henle is a U shape, extend to the renal medulla. So from pelvis to from medulla, from the pelvis, not pelvis, what is the name? Cortex, okay. Already, okay, from the cortex extend into the medulla, okay. So distal convoluted tubule, and then several nephron will join together in the collecting duct, okay. In the collecting duct also they join already. So a few collecting duct will join to the urethra, okay. Produce urine will flow from the collecting duct into the ureter. That's the last part lah, okay. So that is basically on nephron, okay. Nephron is present in the kidney, here again we see the structure of nephron, okay. Last time I need to draw, okay, you need to draw, no I need, okay. So please practice drawing. If you are good luck, there is no drawing, they just ask you to label. So label, make sure you label correctly. Afferent, efferent, glomerulus. Glomerulus is inside the cup, okay. Afferent is the one entering, efferent is the one that go out. In the middle is the glomerulus, cannot, okay. Remember that. And then you have your, after that you see it branch, all the blood vessel. You look at the blood vessel, blood capillary. After it branch, it become blood capillary. Then you see the blue one, it return back to the renal vein, okay. That is the blood vessel, okay. How about the tube? Okay, the one in your textbook, it shows pink color, okay, pink, okay. So this is the cortex medulla over here. If you see the dotted line, okay. So on top here is on cortex, then extend to the medulla, okay. So the pink one start with Bowman capsule. After that PCT, loop of Henle, same, distal. Actually my aim is easy. You could be able the question is easy to be able to label, okay. You know which is which, collecting duct, okay. Then done for labeling. And then also we must know the three process. That is the one is difficult lah, okay. Ultrafiltration, reabsorption, and secretion. So if you see this indicator here, they are very important because different parts, they are different, okay. If you see this one, okay, you have sodium. The dot in blue is water, and then you have dot in blue, and then you have Cl, and then the arrow is different idea, the arrow is blue, passive transport, no, osmosis, osmosis is for water. The one what color? Green, green is passive transport. See, the arrows and the dots all will have different different colors, so they will show different method or different thing, okay. This blue thing is water. Water will have blue arrow, you see. This all blue arrow, osmosis. Arrow color depend. This one you see. What does this mean? So here is green color, so passive transport of urea. So urea, okay. Passive transport of urea, is it the box? Yes, okay, your urea. This one water. Why some urea go out one? Something is wrong here, okay. Okay, it cannot be urea here lah, okay. Passive transport of sodium lah, okay. This one wrong lah, okay. Then this one blue, okay. Here urea. These are all you don't need one. Active transport, you can see or not? So every single arrow there, it must have your function, the way of transport, and what are the substances, okay. And then here you have your function for renal artery, renal vein, okay, and then the function of urethra also, okay. And down here, I will not going to show this. Okay, this one you can Google. Okay, you can just search for it. Okay, the function of nephron. Actually, it will explain everything again. I think it's enough lah. One. Okay, one is enough. Okay, so this one you just Google the function, the nephron function. You follow this title, you will get. Okay, now let's see the process that happen one by one. So blood entering the glomerulus is under high hydrostatic pressure. So high hydrostatic pressure. Why? Because the diameter of the afferent is larger than the diameter of efferent. So what happens if you have ultrafiltration with this high pressure? So during or caused by this ultrafiltration process, all the fluid seep means flow out, is forced out from the glomerulus capillary into the cavity of the Bowman capsule. So force out, the seep through or force out lah. We can use the word seep through or force out from the glomerulus, okay, of the glomerulus into. Okay, into means enter the cavity capsule. Okay, and then we call the fluid that enter the capsule is known as glomerular filtrate. Yeah, please remember that. The filtrate has same composition as blood, except what? It does not contain red blood cell, platelet, and plasma protein. Please remember that these are all bigger in size molecule. Red blood cell, plasma protein remain because the size of the substance is too large. Okay, please remember that. Okay, that is all happening in this ultrafiltration, this part. Okay, this part. So you will see number one. Just now I forgot. The number one is this one. Okay. So if you see the overall picture, you have number 2 here later on. So when you read your textbook, please follow the number. Yeah, this is now number 2. Okay. So number 2 here. Number 2 here. Okay. Now, reabsorption at the PCT tubule. Okay. Now, PCT, proximal convoluted tubule, the reabsorption of glomerular filtrate, that means from the liquids that enter the Bowman capsule, it will reabsorb along means all the way. Then the dissolved substances permeate across the renal tubule wall. Permeate means move across. These are the word lah. These are all the method. Okay, they will move across by different method. Osmosis lah, facilitated lah, and then active transport lah. You based on this indicator. Okay, then what we got is passive adsorb. Okay, passive adsorb means point number 2. Okay, sodium and then chloride. It will passively adsorb. Passively means do not need energy. Because the first part here is high concentration. Okay, because everything is being filtered. Ultrafiltration will filter out everything into the Bowman capsule cavity. So 100% of glucose and amino acid will be reabsorbed. Because 100% so 100% it must use active transport. So the movement of dissolved substances into the blood capillary reduce the concentration, but increase the concentration of dissolved in the blood capillary. That means after this one, the blood here have higher concentration now. Okay, before this here, the concentration is very low in the blood. Okay, due to ultrafiltration. I hope you understand. Okay, if not, you have to really sit down and study. Okay, after ultrafiltration in the glomerular filtrate is very high concentration. It's very low concentration. But then when you enter pre-CT, okay, because all the process all the transport of substances inside, okay, flow inside to the blood again, reabsorption, it will cause the concentration higher now. That's why sodium and then chloride have to undergo active transport, so that 100% will be absorbed. Even your glucose, sugar. If not, it will be diabetic. Okay. So reabsorption is the loop of Henle and distal convoluted tubule. Here they combine two. Loop of Henle. Okay. Loop and Henle and distal convoluted. So water is reabsorbed through osmosis. Sodium are reabsorbed through active transport. This one is at the loop of Henle. Make sure all the sodium needed by your body is being absorbed. Water also. Okay, in distal convertible, more water, sodium chloride are reabsorbed. Okay, the amount of water and salt reabsorbed depends on water in the blood. Okay, that means how much you need or how much your body need. Okay, if you don't reabsorb, it will cause high blood pressure then. Okay, so here you will see the arrow here, and the process. Okay, what is meant by secretion? Okay, there are three processes, right? Ultrafiltration, reabsorption, and secretion. So secretion is the process of secreting waste material in the blood. Now terbalik sometimes the waste the waste are too big to go out, so from the blood entering the renal tubule. This one is opposite direction. There you see, secretion is of opposite direction. So the one that is still in the body have to be removed, is what we call secretion. The process is opposite of the process of reabsorption. Secretion occur along the renal tubule and then collecting down, but most active, so that it happen everywhere along the tubule, just that here it is mostly lah. So as secretion occur through simple diffusion and active transport, the substance are secreted, including this, and some drugs. Okay, secretion get rid of toxic waste and help to regulate the level of ion in the bloods. Okay, so that is about secretion. So lastly, how your urine is formed. When the renal fluid reach the collecting down, only small amount of salt are left, and most of the water has been reabsorbed. Okay, has been reabsorbed back to the bloodstream. So the remaining fluids are now called the urine. Okay, it will enter the collecting duct. Okay, so this is what the urine contain. So it will go into the bladder and urethra and then excreted. Okay, so all these things you just read up lah. Okay, for me it's done. Okay, the three processes plus all the urinary renal tubule. Okay, so next we will see mechanism of osmoregulation. Okay, how the body water content change. Okay, and then how your kidney will regulate all this. Okay, so this is important. Osmoregulation is the regulation of the volume of urine. Okay, so that the osmotic pressure will maintain at the normal range. Okay, this but you have to rearrange. Okay, then first thing you see here, you have your blood osmotic pressure, normal one, orange color here, normal. Okay, normal. Okay, but then if you have 2 liter water, too much of water, 2 liter water, okay, you have exercise or whatsoever lah, we are saying the normal one, then your blood osmotic pressure increase. Remember, 2 liter water in your body, the pressure increase. Osmotic mean water pressure is, that mean not enough water, pressure lah. Okay, just like you have to study for your exam but you haven't finished study, so not enough knowledge will cause high pressure, correct or not? Okay, so same here, water not enough, increase in pressure. So detect by osmoreceptor in the hypothalamus. Okay, osmoreceptor is also known as, paro is different, osmoreceptor. And then your pituitary gland is stimulated, ADH is being secreted. So then what is ADH do to your tube? Okay, ADH, when it release, it become more permeable. That means easier to reabsorb water. Okay, so more water is absorbed, urine very concentration and low in volume generated. Okay, so opposite. Okay, opposite idea same. Too much of water drops, so osmo is less stimulated. And better circle this. Okay, less stimulated, then less ADH is produced. So less permeable. Less permeable means it cannot, okay, from the tubule it cannot diffuse. It will remain inside the tubule. So you will have more urine or less concentrated urine. Less concentrated or more urine. Okay. Cannot. Just read up. So this is an experiment. We don't do this. You can do it to yourself. Okay. You have group 1, group 2, group 3, right? So you don't have group, you just drink 250 of water one day, Okay, morning, early morning after you urine, drink 250 ml of water. After that, you for 1 hour, you see how much urine produced. After that, the next day, you will drink 500 ml of water. Okay, also in 1 hour, you can see how much urine produced. And then the third day, you will have 750. Okay, and then the last day, the day 4, okay, you can have 1000. One shot, no. So you see what in 1 hour how much urine you produce. Okay, we don't do this in school because it's not really appropriate. Okay, we can do this at home. Okay, if not, we just waiting to go toilet only. Okay, alright, so then yes, health issue, health issue, only one, I think. Yeah, kidney stone. Okay, so if you do not take care of your kidney, the kidney will form the stone. Okay, the kidney stones, the small cases, it make stone, but the big cases, it will block the entire kidney and make your kidney failure, where your kidney cannot function anymore. You have to go for kidney transplant. Okay, so actually not good lah. Okay, take care of the kidney. Okay, so we will see one of here is kidney stone. So what is kidney stone? Kidney stone is actually made of uric acid, calcium oxalate, and crystalline calcium phosphate. These are 3 substances that become kidney stone. Okay, but those who have high sugar level, I mean diabetes mellitus, they also have this problem. They can cause the renal failure because their kidney will work harder. Okay, to know the kidney stone treatment, you can go and Google search this thing and you will see this. Okay, how the stone is being formed. Okay, I will not show here. Okay, but I will show you hemodialysis. Okay, what is hemodialysis? This kidney stone treatment to remove kidney, put in kidney, just transplant. Okay, but hemodialysis, if you undergo hemodialysis, this is the idea. So you have your blood in, you have your blood out. That means you are here lah. I mean the patient is here. So they must have one tube where the blood connect to the machine here, and then another tube connected of actually same hand, the same hand. Okay, not different hand, just that easy for me to draw. So then you see the blood that enter will have red blood cell, the one that you need thick, the one that you don't need cross. Okay, and then plasma protein. So this part is inside the machine. Inside the machine we have dialysis fluid. So the dialysis fluid also in and out. So but it all go opposite direction. You see this one and this one arrow. Okay, it go opposite direction. Too many opposite direction. So then when it enter, it's only good thing blue only. See all the blue one. Then you see here all the yellow one go in from the body of the patient. That means the bad one, I mean the waste product or because the kidney cannot function. So the hemodialysis, you use the machine as the kidney to receive all the yellow thingy. Okay, all the cross one. So when it flow like that, the good one will enter lah. Good one actually the nutrients. So that's why dialysis machine, inside the machine is not water. Okay, you cannot have water. If not, the water will all enter the body. That means the patient will die of too much of water. So the dialysis machine, the fluids is actually same concentration, the good concentration for the body, so that it will not, you see here, it doesn't have diffuse in and out. Okay, so that whatever good in the patient, I mean the patient need one, glucose lah, vitamin lah, mineral, it will remain in the body. Just that those waste material will be out. Okay, let's say the patient got too much of salt, salt also got out lah. Even though salt is important for the body, but this concentration is higher inside the patient, so it will have to diffuse out into the machine. I think I have one on dialysis. What causes that kidney stone? Okay, you can search this thing also. TED from this. This one is a very good, I mean short and nice lah. Okay, you can just watch. Okay, what is kidney stone? You can see kidney stone can block the urethra and reduce the production of urine. To reduce the likelihood of kidney stone, you should drink a lot of water every day. Okay, so that your your urine is not concentrated. You learn in chemistry, when something concentrated, it becomes crystal. Okay, the stone are all crystal. This is about, I think it's about hemodialysis. Yeah, dialysis. Okay.
Your doctor may recommend dialysis, a procedure that removes waste products from your blood if
How
your
is
kidneys
it
are not functioning properly.
being done?
Healthy kidneys filter out waste, excess fluid, and electrolytes like potassium and sodium from the blood. These waste products exit the body through the urethra in the form of urine. If you have kidney disease, your kidneys gradually lose function, leading to an accumulation of harmful wastes and excess fluid in your body, increased blood pressure, and bone or blood problems.
That's the problem with
Dialysis
kidney.
can also be done to treat acute kidney failure, which occurs when your kidneys stop working suddenly, or to remove drugs or poisons from your body.
Hemodialysis. Okay, how
In
to
one
do it?
type of dialysis, called hemodialysis, your doctor will use a machine called a dialyzer to clean your blood outside your body. Some weeks or months before you begin hemodialysis, your doctor will prepare a vascular access site on your body.
Vascular access site is
Your
something
doctor
like
will create either an arterial
socket. Okay, you want to use electricity, you have to plug in, right? So you want to use the machine also, you have to plug in your blood vessel. So that is what we call create a vascular access site.
arteriovenous graft or an arteriovenous fistula to access your
Two method,
bloodstream. To begin, he or she will numb the area with local anesthesia. To construct an arteriovenous graft, your surgeon will make a small incision in your forearm
Open
and
up.
insert a soft plastic tube called a graft to connect an artery to a vein. To create an arteriovenous fistula, your surgeon will make a small incision in your skin and connect an artery with a vein to make a larger vessel called a fistula. Once your vascular access site has healed, your doctor can start hemodialysis. To begin, your dialysis nurse will insert 2 needles into your AV fistula or graft. Once the circuit is set up, your blood will
So
flow
one
slowly out of your body and through the dialyzer. Inside the dialyzer, your blood will encounter filtering fibers and an absorbent cleaning solution called dialysate. The fibers will remove waste and excess fluids and electrolytes from your
Just
blood.
like what we said just now. Okay, same thing, just that this is more animated.
Your cleaned blood will emerge from the dialyzer and continue through the tubing back into your body through the second needle at your access site.
So
When your
that's the key.
hemodialysis session is complete, the needles and tubing are removed and you can go home.
Okay, so normally it's about 45 to 1 hours. Okay.
In another type of dialysis, your
If you don't want the fistula to be in your hand because can be seen, right? So normally we do at the
doctor will
abdomen.
use the membranes lining your abdomen, called the peritoneum, to clean your blood without removing it from your body. Before you begin peritoneal
one is another way.
dialysis, you will have an
Okay.
operation to implant a
inside.
soft tube called a catheter.
Carry the machine
Your
inside
surgeon
your
will
body.
insert the catheter near your belly button, creating a port through which the dialysate will enter and leave your abdomen. Each peritoneal dialysis session is called an exchange. First, you will use your catheter to fill your abdomen with dialysate for a
Now,
period
this
of
one is
time
at the
determined
stomach.
by your doctor. Through the peritoneal
Same idea.
membrane, waste
Same
products and
idea,
extra
yeah.
fluid are continuously drawn out of your blood into the dialysate.
Just that
Along
now
with the
it's
waste
inside the
materials
body,
it
you never
absorbed,
pump up
the
blood.
dialysate
Just
will
pump
drain
out the
out of your
liquid.
abdomen into a disposable collection bag during your
That's your urine.
exchange.
Can consider your urine. Okay. So that is all about your what we call that, hemodialysis. So you can gather information and discuss about hemodialysis in a group or on your own lah. Okay, this one is extra things that you do, okay, to know better, to know more. Okay, so that you can do, actually this is together, and then you come out with a gather information, carry out to raise fund. This one to raise fund lah. Okay, so we don't do that. So this is the exercise in your textbook, not difficult lah, it's all answer inside. So I think that's all for 13.2 and 3. Okay, so that is also end of chapter 13. Okay, thank you.